I'm Chief Tom Hackney, Chief of Detectives for Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. I'm going to talk to you and do a little bit of follow-up from a case that I talked to you about. This case actually occurred January 30th of this year. Around 6:15 in the evening, a white female was jogging in the Timberlin Park subdivision area. At that 6:15 hour, she passed a white male who was sitting on a park bench in that subdivision, kind of towards the entrance of that subdivision. She made eye contact with him and kept on running. About 1,000 feet past the point where she saw him, she knew somebody was behind him. The suspect came up behind her, struck her, and attempted to pull her into the woods. He made very few comments to her other than telling her to be quiet, shut up. She was able to escape his grasp, get away, and not be pulled in the woods. We feel like his motives were most likely sex-related to do that at that time of day. Our investigation has been ongoing since then. I met with you before and put the composite picture that you see to my left out. That was placed on the news. That has brought us some leads and taken us a little bit in our investigation. Part of what we've learned through some helpful contact from the citizens in that area is that the suspect, who we know was wearing a black hoodie at the time, it's led us to recover the hoodie that we strongly believe was used by the suspect during these attacks. We have taken that information and, with the good help from the folks at Dillard's, have found that the jacket that was used by, again, what we believe the suspect used during the attack, was purchased or obtained from the Dillard's Clearance Center at Regency Square in Arlington. We are still working through that. The Dillard's folks are assisting us with this and have gained us a copy, an exact replica of the same sweatshirt that we recovered that we believe the suspect used. This is leading us pretty close to where we're going to be able to lay hands on the suspect. I feel like the suspect in this case has probably had discussions with somebody and had to explain where his missing hoodie is, because we haven't, and we're working towards finding who that suspect is. The person that he may have had contact with or talked about this, we need him to give us a call. Somebody who is going to see this hoodie may recognize it. It's a pretty distinct hoodie because it's a Roundtree in York, which is Dillard's house brand, and it's an extra long, extra large. So it's from the big and tall men section, and it's a pretty distinctive size. We feel like that may play a part in somebody being familiar with this. When I talked about the composite before, we got several calls that were giving us information about a male who was a little bit older. Talked to our victim again. The stress that we need to place on this is that the suspect in this case is younger, maybe 18 to mid-20s, no later than that. He's about 5'9", around 180 pounds. The victim in this case described that he had a baby face. So if this rings a bell to you, we'd like you to give us a call. You can call Crime Stoppers at 866-845-TIPS. You can remain anonymous. You can also call the Sheriff's Office at 630-0500. We need that name. That's going to take us the next step that we need. Again, we're working through this. This young man is a smoker. We feel like he may be smoking Camel cigarettes. Again, our investigation at the scene kind of led us to that. Last time we talked, I mentioned a red pickup truck. That was from one of the witnesses in the area. We've excluded that red pickup truck, so the red pickup truck that I mentioned before had no bearing on this case. I feel like the suspect in this case is familiar with the area. He either lives out there in the Timberlin Park area, his family members may live out there, or he some reason frequents that Timberlin Park area. And I think that somebody's going to know when they see this sweatshirt, going to recognize the hoodie, and appreciate giving him a call. I can answer a few questions about it if anybody has any.
How did you get the sweatshirt?
One of the witnesses in the area was able to kind of lead us to where we were able to recover that sweatshirt. I don't want to go a whole lot more into that. That's
was it outside somewhere, or
it was in proximity to where the assault occurred.
But it wasn't in an apartment or in a.
I just want to say this, Dana, that it was close to where this assault occurred, and I'd rather not explain inside or outside, but just know that we have helpful people who have led us to this sweatshirt as it stands now, and I think that's going to lead to identification of our suspect.
You mentioned the sweatshirt had been either purchased or obtained. Are there any sales records or?
That's what we're going through now. Dillard's keeps meticulous records. Their records at the clearance section in that clearance store aren't as in-depth, so we're going back through that. The folks at Dillard's are committed to helping us. We appreciate their support and their help with this, and that feels like we'll go down that road and lead us somewhere as well. But knowing I had this sweatshirt that I could show out here, I wanted to put it out, somebody recognize it, and lead us somewhere else.
What's the brand again?
Roundtree and York,
Roundtree in York.
which is sold exclusively at Dillard's, manufactured for Dillard's, labeled as Roundtree and York, and sold only at Dillard's stores.
Looks gray. Is it black or gray?
It's a charcoal gray, could be thought of as black.
What's the sizes again?
It's a tall men's, so it's extra long, extra tall. 2XT.
Any other questions?
Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay.